Hi guys, welcome back to another video. It's been a while since I have covered AERO coin, so I thought I should cover it again. But this is going to be a bit of a different video. In this video, I will try to analyze overall the state of base network because of the base, AERO has this much value of over 400 million. So I thought going over the base metrics is probably the best way to analyze AERO because it is the biggest decentralized exchange on the base network. So looking at the base overall, as you can see here, this is monthly addresses. These are basically active. Base was struggling a bit, but as of now it has made a new all-time high. As you can see here, we have around 29.1 million active addresses. That is a lot. And as for the fees have gone down, and I think that has to do with Ethereum. I would say Ethereum efficiency for layer 2 increasing, so that's pretty good overall for the users. After that, we have revenue going down. Of course, it has to do with the fees goes down, the revenue goes down as well. But if we look at the active users, these are the active users, and we have a new all-time high, which is overall I would say the positive thing for the base as well as Aerodrome, because as there are more users, Aerodrome will eventually get the benefit of that, so that's pretty good. As for the bridge deposits, we are near all-time high, as you can see here, of over 6 billion, and as of now it is around 6.2, so that's pretty good, I would say. If we go to the financials, we have bridge deposits again at 6 billion. We have fees remain the same, so that's pretty good. We have, after that, we have earnings going up as well, all pretty good. We have active users daily. We have around over 1 million active users using the base network daily. So even if the half of it, or even let's just say that 75% of the users use Aerodrome, that is a massive amount. Of course, we have Uniswap, but I think if we look at the TVL, most of the TVL is on the Aerodrome of around 1 billion, and whereas for the Uniswap, it's around 437 million. So overall, I would say everything is looking good for Aerodrome so far. After that, we have again active users going up, so that's pretty good. So let's just try to scroll down a bit. Okay, so this is another pretty, I would say, another important metrics, which is development. So we have code development. Code developers remains the same overall, as you can see here, and code commits have gone down, so that is something I would say concerning at least. But we have contracts deployed going up, so that's pretty good, I would say. After that, we have transaction counts going up. We are near all-time high, which is pretty impressive, I would say. Again, another for the transaction per second, around 129, which is a lot, I would say. Overall, it seems like that the base itself is doing pretty awesome. Of course, the success of base has been mostly due to that it is backed by the Coinbase, so that's something that they have going on. And whereas looking at its DeFi, overall the DeFi of the base is doing pretty good, but it is struggling to break its all-time high, which is around 3.93 billion. And looking at overall market cap or overall fees paid, as you can see here, most of the fees paid are from the Uniswap, followed by Aerodrome. So basically, I think most of the meme coin trading happening on the base is most likely on Uniswap, followed by Aerodrome. So that is something that you should know. And whereas the volume for the DEX have gone down, so that's not good for Aerodrome in general. But the stable coins market cap remains the same, so I would say that's pretty good. But looking at the TVL, we have Morpho, which is very surprising, coming on the first. I think it is a lending platform as well, so it's at the first, it is no surprise. But I would say Aerodrome at some point was the biggest one. And if you look at the Morpho in 2024, it was okay. So it has a total TVL of over 3.7 billion, which is massive. Of course, it is available on 18 blockchain, so that is something I think that is the reason why it is a massive TVL, but most of it is most likely on base, as you can see here. But looking at Aerodrome, the TVL has recovered quite well, as you can see here, from hitting its low around 386 million. As of now, it is around 1 billion, and I think it seems like that it is trying to go up again. So I think we could be looking at 1.2 or 1.3 billion in the near future, so that is a possibility. I think overall I would say the states of Aerodrome are looking pretty good here. So beside that, if we look at the ecosystem of the base in just a second, and if you look here, we have of course Uniswap at first, although it does not have that much total value locked compared to Aerodrome. But if you look at the users count, it does have a lot of users on the base. So most of the users that are using base are on Uniswap, so that is something I think Aerodrome needs an improvement on. Anyways, looking at the Aerodrome's overall stats, if we just scroll below, we will see a pretty good metrics which basically says the demand of the Aerodrome. So if you look here, the Aerodrome demand has gone down because this stat basically says that log growth for Aerodrome supply, and it is going down. So that means the demand for Aerodrome is not that high as of now. But of course, once I think the log growth, once we see more supply getting locked, the demand for Aerodrome will most likely increase. But as of now, it is going down. So coming to the main point, which is its price, I think looking at how the supply is not getting locked, and looking at the overall demand of the Uniswap on base, I think Aerodrome will most likely struggle to run like it did back in, as you can see here. But I think if Aerodrome or the base continues to go up and the market overall starts pumping, and we see a meme coin momentum on base network, I think Aerodrome could actually go again to 80 cent or even higher. That is a possibility. But if that doesn't happen and BTC starts to go down, I think we could be heading towards I think we have a pretty good support around 40 cent or even lower. Anyways, I think that is it for the video. I did cover most of it. Anyways, this was it. I hope you liked the video. I will be back with more. Thanks for watching.